Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Mr. Witness, for continuation of your testimony before this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters, I want to remind you that you are still under oath before I hand you over to Madam Chair for us to proceed.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Madam Chair, over to you.
Mr. Danjo, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Ma.
You are welcome back.
Thank you, Ma.
Council, we may proceed.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Chairperson and the Honorable Commissioners. Yes, Mr. Danjo,
Yes.
we will proceed from where we stopped yesterday.
All right. Okay, BASSE.
I want us to discuss the issue of loans. Loans that were contracted by the area council during your time.
Okay.
Now, I will just refer to the special audit that we were discussing.
Yes.
On page 29.
Page 29.
Okay.
The findings were that an amount of 26 million
ako julero men kata je wala kexisiro men kata je jero men kata je wala mentata 4 million moang anin woro
894,000
wili cheme sey wili tankononto anin sey
$181
wili $181
Yes.
cheme tan sey anin killing
and 2 bututs
anin budut fula
where loans were contracted from various banks without approval from the ministry.
ako wala kata julol to mi yalon ko wala sota wala alliance to bank jamal to andung ministry mang silodi
For there is a table to show you what was taken in what period and from which bank and the amount. Yes.
ako table be kere ne mi yalon ko ba tandila le mi yalon ko aliementa wato men aliata anin bank jumal
That on the 13th of January 2020,
ako wolem January karo tang 2020
$1,600,000 from Trust Bank.
ako 1,600,000 aliata daga wolem Trust Bank
You recall this?
ako fo haklo be nyin kan nebo
Well, ntafo is that hatlo be nyinka ba ngalon ko julol tale. So can confirm no.
well I cannot ascertain to say yes I have remembered or I remember it but all I can remember is that we
This
have
one.
taken loans
Yeah.
Now, were you seeking the consent of the General Council before you contract these loans?
ako san fo wo wato dan ibe du nyin julol kundo fo ye general council ye ni wol ya nyomoy no
Julol kala julol jul naraje aka discuss at the general council sila blessing de ala janning siobe any step towards it.
yes any loan before it get matures the general council must sit and discuss and agree to it before the CEO will go ahead with it.
Do you have the approval? Do you have the resolution that will indicate that the General Council gave approval for contracting these loans?
Ako fo ye resolution o sotole ba member ita la ko general council isita le kachata inata benkanto pour ka nyin julol di wala kata.
A resolution be tala na minister kono.
Yes, the resolution will be with our ministry.
The findings are that there were no General Council resolutions, no General Council resolutions granting permission for the contracting of these loans. Is that not correct?
Ako bare jere to ci sisro jero e men ke je wala mu iko resolution man soto mi alon ko abota general council men se ka sembentu ya ko san julo sitanore ako aman soto.
Manson what ngalon ko resolution passed the general council.
I disagree. I know that a resolution was passed from the general council.
Yes, so we will need these resolutions.
Ako sign besula ning resolution.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Now, the total I've already informed you.
You may wish to note what you have been asked to provide for us so that you will not forget. If you have a pen and paper with you there, you note it so that you will not forget.
Ako sign men yanta ning kay to dim peno be bulu je. Fengo feng tul sulata la wala ngeni ning kamena ya safe pour isa je ko heklo kanabo.
Okay.
Have you taken note, Mr. Danjo?
Yes.
All right. Council, we may proceed.
Now, Usman Ture, you know Usman Ture, the Chief Executive Officer?
Ako
Yes, I know you.
Usman Ture lo neba ko memu chief executive.
Hangalon.
Yes, I do.
When asked about these loans, in his statement of the 21st of May 2023,
Ako kabari anjinin ka ning ko la ate ala kalmon wi ko a dile 21st of
May 2023,
May karo 2023.
he said, on loan matters, I am aware that Basse Area Council obtained short-term loans from various banks to facilitate staff salaries and 1/6 and 2 long terms.
Ako ay jine kalam tajede ko basere ila ira council ikata multi mi alon ko ye julol sotole mi alon ko kamen for short loans and in long term loans aw kalam tajede.
For the construction of 3 bridges,
Ako woldar lo menti wala mu ka salolo betara fo sali saba
the Samba Lolo Bridge,
wala mu samalolo salo
Sonkunda,
sonkunda salo
Bajakunda,
baja kunda
and a feeder road connected to Sara Mansa and
anin
Sara
silo
Bojo
persilo mi alon ko ya do hule men tata kata sare
from Supersonics, that $10 million from Supersonics.
mi alon ko tata le fo wili tang membota supersonic 10,000
And $5 million is from Vista Bank.
ako milio lulu wo bota damendo wala Vista Bank.
Now, the Vista Bank loan facility was a General Council resolution.
Ako bare Vista Bank wala julo woketa General Council la resolution odi.
All this is on the third page, sorry, the first page, the third paragraph.
Ako ni ajube nyimbe be kay to follow kang paragraph 7 jangot.
It says the General Council resolution that prepared a power of attorney through the council's lawyer.
Ako je nata fako General Council ye rila resolution o me adada men kama wala mu ye power of attorney soto ela lawyer pro la lawyer ya dada.
Did you prepare a power of attorney
Ako fo
due to your time?
wo wato fo itene ye power of attorney dada dun neba.
Ha ni manyi na ngama na power of attorney dara.
Yes, if I don't forget, I think yes, I prepare a power of attorney.
To who was the power of attorney given to?
Ako wo ya dinu jumala wala ya dinu jumala.
I can't remember. I can't remember that.
I cannot remember that now.
Who was your council's lawyer?
Ako jumale ba atol la council la lawyer.
Well, permanent lawyer, definitely.
We don't have a permanent lawyer.
What does that mean? How many lawyers have you had during this
Ako
period?
we muna itan ye lawyer jalle ale lawyer jalle soto no wo wato nyinko no.
It's just that nina issue so don't many more concern more contact a lawyer contact like we once contacted the late Ibrahim Akiyera.
It happens that whenever the need arises, we choose or we just feel to choose any council we feel. But I can remember an example. There was an occasion when we contacted Ibrahim Chijara.
Yes, any other?
Anin Juma Koteng.
The second one, Menkata Marshall Accord, we contacted Lawyer Ablai Fati.
The second one concerning the market, we contacted Ablai Fati.
The third one?
Sabanya Odung. These are the people I can remember.
Now, who prepared this power of attorney?
Ako part of attorney Ninkumu Jumal Bulule Yadada.
Possible as Keno Ibrahim Kijaradi, but I'm but possible as Keno Ibrahim Kijaradi.
It may be possibly Ibrahim Kijara, but I cannot remember fully.
Now, so the General Council was given a power of attorney to who?
Ako sa General Council, wala power of attorney Mendi Adinu Jumala.
Most statement I understand.
I don't understand the statement.
Who was given the power of attorney to the lawyer?
Ako Jumala power of attorney dung lawyer Nimbulu.
Or who was given the power of attorney to the CEO?
Ako wala Jumala power of attorney sama kadi CEO la.
General Council agreed at the council meeting.
It was agreed by the General Council at the council meeting.
What did they agree?
Ako ibentak mukanto munna.
To approve lawyer gibe mensi power of attorney that amole mensi council loan contract or no nyame.
For them to check or see which lawyer can be able to prepare the power of attorney for us so that we can secure these loans.
Power of attorney given to who? Who was the power of attorney given to?
Ako power of attorney
Who was the attorney?
Ya di Jumal la ninkum abe Jumal to ala Jumal attorney tije.
Is it the CEO?
Ibrahim Kijala la prepare mole.
It's possible.
CEO identify price loan on behalf of the council. One of them on that. I can't remember exactly, but either CEO or the Basseria council.
I cannot remember exactly, but I think it was Ibrahim Kijana who prepared on behalf of the CEO at the time, because he's the one we left. We give the powers for
or the Basseria council
transact the loan or the Basseria council.
Can the
These are the tools. I can't remember exactly.
Does the general body council have the right to issue a power of attorney?
Ako for general council body ye janto soto the power of attorney dada.
Well, it was a resolution passed at council that for loan contract.
All I know is that it was a resolution that was passed and it was contract for the loan to be contracted.
You don't know, but you said it was a power of attorney that was given. Even if it's a resolution by itself just stands. Do you need to prepare a power of attorney? You don't need to do that.
Ako bari ifangole ko power of attorney. Ako bani resolution olem ni wolota kita fenti mi alam ka lota. Ako dama fango ka hana manjari power of attorney dada. Buka okay.
Maybe that's what maybe bank mentioning kamol.
I think that was what the bank requested from us.
But you don't have the powers to do that.
Ako baralma o symbol soto wala nyantol buka okay.
Our
thinking, I think we believe that the general council have the powers to do that.
The powers you have is just to pass resolutions.
Resolution on pass.
And those resolutions in fact must be in line with law.
And those resolutions
must be in line with law. The general council exercises its powers by passing resolutions.
Ako general council wala kaya sembo itandi damento wala kaya sembo tamandi damento wala mkaje ko i resolution will pass.
Is that not the case?
Ako fo abang ko nya.
Nga tela biro fe ngola mo general council e power ni sorone pour ka resolution pass. And the resolution passed ning amendment as far as loan contraction is concerned. Ni bank made request no ninsa provide no. Then it's all provided at that point in time.
Yes. At that time, our thinking was that, or my thinking was that they have the powers. The General Council have the powers to pass a resolution. For that, we can be able to. That can make us secure the loans. For that, we were thinking it was right.
Now, the issue is again: did you seek the? Number one, we need the approvals by the General Council? And number two, were you securing the approval of the minister in all these loans?
Ako be sura men na wala mu ka ko General Council la approval wolu isulata wala. Fula jango abe ni ka kan ako fo wato ite ibe minister la jim ko si chokan ne ba.
Lead council nga fole last statement okono.
I said that in my last statement.
At that point in time, any request number from BASSE Area Council?
That at that point of time, any request from BASSE Area Council?
As minister?
It was at that time, Musa Trame was the minister.
Any request from BASSE Area Council, it got turned down?
Anything requested from BASSE Area Council, they always turn it down.
That is a general statement.
So,
and then it is not law that when you have a request, it has to be granted.
Anung ako amanda ke luati luama londiko kapagoni fenomen linkawala ya kaneng inyantale kadira.
It is not a right that when your request must be granted.
Ako fanang amangke nyanto di kafoko. So
if you have a specific case that you have put up a request as a council and you feel it was supposed to be granted and it was not granted, give us the case, give us the evidence of application and refusal. And tell us what your opinion is. Do you have it? Do you have it? Do you have a specific case for that?
Yes, I do.
Yes, tell us now.
Loan contract from Supersonics and FI Bank. And that it's one example.
These are the examples, the loans that we secured from FIB.
FIB and Supersonics.
And Supersonic.
You wrote to be cleared for 10 million as a loan from Supersonics.
Supersonic.
Number one, where is the evidence?
Yes, we wrote it.
Number one, where is the evidence?
Well,
near CEO that produce that. Evidence produced no inside.
If you CEOs ask, he might produce the evidence because right now where I am, I cannot be able to.
No. I did not put you where you are.
Are you the
CEO?
I don't say you brought me here.
Exactly. Then we are on the same page. Then your problem is your problem. So that when you make assertions and we ask you whether you can prove it, all we are interested in is the evidence. These are your assertions, not mine. The ones that I have been put into use by way of allegation or by way of findings, that I have those evidence. So if you have evidence of what we are saying, it's your responsibility to produce it. And you have the opportunity to produce it. And we are interested to see the merits of the assertion. If we think that the minister did not exercise his powers rightly, we will say so.
If
But first, show us the evidence. Do you have it?
I don't have it here with me.
Until you have it, we are moving on. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
All right.
All right.
Now, the issues regarding the loan, we will move to another issue because the evidence that we have asked that you will have time to produce, if any, that is the consent of the General Assembly, the approval of the minister, we will need that. And then where you have evidences to provide to show otherwise, it will be welcome.
Ako hani sa inde mbe otula jele bari sa ye men foye min nyimbeto men foye isani pour ifango ya samanang isani ni ya na samana ya landi commission on yatil ngola ke sedo di.
But as it stands, we don't have evidence of any, either the application
Ako barabe damen do sa ndolman sedo soto for application lembang
or, sorry, the approval from either the minister or the General Assembly.
Ako wala mu approval oti kasilo di for national the ministry lembang for General Council.
Now, the Director of Finance, Mr. Lamin Suso,
Ako sa nin nata na flola karola membe mararengala ikamen for Lamin Suso.
there were several transactions that were happening between Lamin Suso's account, business account, Alatentu account,
Ako kujamale tamata de Lamin Suso fangola account or la konto do memo afango 30. I mean tola Alatentu account.
and the council's account
Aning atol fango area council ni la konto.
through council staffs.
Ako andu meng wo tamandi ro be men ke wala me wol ko be tamandi wol keta atol fango la do kulalti men mu Allah.
Most notably, Ndaba Kurubali.
Ako jama fango menta fengera je wolo mi kamen fo ndaba kurubali.
Now, for the findings on page 30,
Ako ni tata kaito to ni Mauritania wala 30 page 30.
it says that the finance director has a personal business account called Alatento Agency.
Ako je wala kisisro me yitandi je men safe je wala ko finance director men Lamin Susoti ateya fansum konto soto e kamen fo Alatentu account.
Alatento Agency,
Excuse me, Alatentu agency.
located in West Coast.
Anung ate wo fengo nyimbe damento wala mu West Coast.
And the findings revealed that the finance director used his business account in council's operations.
Andung jefanang inata itandi ko ate director ni hani sa inde atla o konto akawotale akadundi council la nying tamandiri nyanyin kono.
By depositing council revenue amounting to 6 million,
Ako jama council la nafulo wala ila kodo menta ta fo wili million woro akawdundi atla konto kono.
481,000,
Wili chemenani wili tansei anin nani.
$61
We dalasi taworo anin killing.
into his business account by revenue collectors.
Ako ikawodundi wala akawodundi ala akonto to menaka usabu wala munyina matala le kamen for revenue collectors.
Were you aware of this business accounts?
Ako sanyi ngaro menti fo ite nyi fahamuru ye wo fahamle ba wala ya kalamta non ne ba.
Ngabe nga fam birin na system audit ni kada waren because yalo system audit ni yala personal bank account request.
Yes, I think I became aware when this system audit was done because what happened was that they have requested his account book.
Ni all mal account request non da lon non so birial account request le in other transaction de.
Hadn't his account was not requested, I will not know. But after they have requested the account, that was the time I became aware.
So what did you do?
Ako sa kabri ite o kalamtaroke ite na tamoneke.
Ngabe ministry inform governmental man right so donc ka staff discipline man right so donc staff by so the only discipline can wala ka ministry inform.
I think we informed the ministry because we don't have the powers to punish or discipline any staff or dismiss any staff.
So you informed the ministry how?
Ako san iko ite chiwaro di ministra ya di ala nyadile.
Wala ka audit report ni de la ni general council la resolution general council benda fe on Suso's issue.
That is to just to have the audit report and that of the general council's agreement upon Mr. Suso's issue.
What is the general council's agreement?
Ako general council wolden takando munila.
General council ni mani na yemens savait to ministry wala ka itande ko Suso e ko men ki janga anen loi mantraño anen silo mantraño la kidi.
Yes, if I don't forget what the resolution was, is that what Suso have done was not right and it doesn't match with the act.
kodo mental account lokono ay fere kay kodo nyabron to the council.
And the monies that have been to his account, let him try by all means and brought the monies back to council.
Now,
By the service council now appoint, then the service council yaji by replace anyame.
And he was, because he was appointed by the service commission, then let the service commission decide about his fate.
do you have those correspondences?
Ako wo correspondent wol kachanyi wala wo kumol la fay ñaar kan fo correspondent be bulle ba.
Abe ñu na file ko nol je.
It might be, it will be in my files therein.
Okay, we need it.
Ako be sura wol fanan na ya safe pour kana ñina.
Okay.
There was an issue of an overdraft too.
Ako fanan ya jube ku do na bota dan wo fanan fundi na memu overdraft.
But again, before I proceed, the issue of Lamin Suso,
But then be continue la wala ni ngana ngamuru lam suso la ku wala.
without evidence of actions taken by you and your council,
Ako bayri ni ajube ale ite me mem fo ite menke wala council e menke a sedo te je me ngo ba itan la ko to nyale mal yakale wala almag.
it can be reasonably concluded that you haven't done anything.
Ako je rol wala mutol ba jala nyame wala mol ba jala nyame wala mu atol la wo mem fo almam fenne ke je.
Now, the overdraft balances
Ako sanin tada overdraft
says that the bank statements, review of the bank statements and balances of council,
ako je bank statements and imbalance of council.
there were huge overdraft balances in its Vista Bank account and Trust Bank account.
Ako kamera mi itan ja wala huge you mean huge? May I be guided?
But huge overdraft balances in its Vista Bank and Trust Bank.
Ako overdraft bale be je mi alon ko wobe Easter Bank and in Trust Bank mi alon ko awarta bake.
And this was at a time when Lamin Suso account was heavily credited.
Ako anu nyinke ta jamano ndi wala wato mi alon ko Lamin Suso ala konto wotmo ko di jamale dunta kono.
Now, why these overdrafts, which totaled 2,430,000?
Ako mune overdraft we muna sabo mental for 2,430,000
$430,000. $792 is
$792
31 butut.
31 bututs. Ako mune nyi sabo.
Well, overdraft la ko ni mem phone la woto.
What I can be able to say or explain about this overdraft.
Go ahead.
Overdraft anytime wala mo ngasari issue soro.
Anytime we took overdraft, it happens that we have a salary issue.
Yes, you have the necessary clearance. You don't have the necessary clearance.
Ako for alien necessary
Or approval.
clearance sotole wala approval.
Maybe ngasoro from general council but from the ministry.
Maybe if we got it from the general council or the ministry.
No, not from the ministry.
Not from the ministry or might be the general council.
Why will you proceed to not secure an approval yet go ahead to get to have these loans from the bank? Why would you do that?
Ako muna tin wala muna al hawjendi ka jeko alma approval o soto aliye continue kata nyin ko jamata. Ako muna osawo.
First of all, in 2018.
First of all, at the time I was coming there, 2018,
Nga 2 million overdraft wall at Trust Bank.
I found a total amount of 2 million overdraft at council.
I don't na council lojo na time all.
Andong?
Na council lojo at that time.
It was our council who have paid all that amount when I came.
Nga fo na statement ko no ka ko ninga request sent to the minister ne ma hono bring base ya council na promotion, especially the chairman na promotion o issue la.
I said in my statement that any request I do, it will never be honored due to the fact that since we have a problem with council.
So ninga discuss at council level, at council level, we go ahead nga for management let them contract overdraft for us.
So whenever we met at council and we discussed and we had an agreement, all we need to say what we say to them is that let them agree and we go ahead with it.
Mr. Danjo, the law says you must get an approval.
Ako loi de wo men for ako wala mo inyantale ka silo soto wala approval.
You did not get an approval.
Mambala wala. Wala local government act on wala.
I don't disagree. I agree. That is in the local government act.
You did not get an approval.
Ako ite ma approval soto.
Why go ahead when you don't have the powers to go ahead and
ako munati na alnata continue kata wa tra nyantol tal bulu prale okay.
Ngamen follow ni nga safe ministry a turned down general council sontaro we go ahead then ga ko nyal
as I said earlier on, anytime I make request to the ministry and they turn it down and we met at the general council and it is agreed, we go ahead.
Do you have those powers?
Akofo alio sembol soto leba.
Well, according to local government act master ka tell bro.
Yes, according to the Local Government Act, we don't have the powers. We just do it.
Why would you do something you don't have the powers to do?
Ako muna na ikakuke mi alako manyanto soro purikake.
Council la haju tan non la nje mo kili tar janara afa wata kenola. Wala ka nga kede.
Council's business or needs cannot be lying there because of somebody say it will not happen.
But because you mismanage the council's funds.
Ako bayri ni ajuwe council la soro fengol wala la naflo allocate amande anyama. Ole katina.
Yes,
when you say that, yes, we are mismanaging it. Yes, I agree to that.
Yes. So if you mismanage the funds, you cannot now blame an authority even if they refuse that you get loans or overdraft because you are not doing what you are supposed to do.
Ako san amunta ko na fulo membe bulu wala inyanta menkela imo okay o kasara. Ako menka o dungi bulu ni na takote ke yanyi ninka pra o dila ate sonna de.
At that point in time, Minister at BASSE area council at that point in time.
Point of time, minister cannot say that there was a mismanagement at BASSE area council. The minister cannot say that. Yes.
So minister mismanagement before telling malo.
Yes, if there is one, we will be aware before the minister became aware because the auditors have been there and we will know that there is a mismanagement before he do so.
No. But at the time you are applying for an overdraft, it's because you don't have funds in the account. It's just common sense.
Ako bar heni ajube fa ako mankolia ako wato men na iteka ujini karoke wala ka request ke pour overdraft ako wotu mo na fulo wala ko do tatol buluje.
If you applying for loan it's because you don't have a dollar into your account. That's just common sense.
Ako niaje mo ka fon tonto fenne mantra la poso kono ako nyinem kuoldi.
So that means your accounts there is a problem because every single time if you look at even in 2020 you look at the loans you have contracted.
Ko ila konto do wala alla account ako problem bale be dunja ko beri ni ajube jang akanyin sangol ben foten ako julol mi yalon ko ale menuta. You
look at the periods that you have contracted loan, you realize that your accounts were just at were red throughout.
Ako ni aje watol men alkanyin julol ta ako watra alla konto kono fennete je atata fo line or gamen for red line.
So yes, there was evidence of mismanagement because we were applying for loans anyhow.
Ako jere je wo asedata le ko tonya pasalo siata dunjal man ko dol mara alka tinyale nyinatina alka julol menta nata siya kana nyam
manson wotla ka bako kabin 2020 be pasal loje manson wala because remember akanso do ta entile ko na ngarebe ñu men so don na what a council could be settled at the same time, despite the fact that
I disagree to say that in the year 2020 we were mismanaging those funds. I said no to that because even the revenue that we were collecting at BASSE Area Council cannot be able to serve us on our own needs.
Because you don't have proper accounting, you can't account for the monies you collect, and you just say that you don't have adequate revenue when you can't even tell the people how much you collect from them. I had a report here in 2019.
Ako bari ni ajube tonya toja kodo nyinko ma akame ho wole kerinde wona fulo alka pasar le bari ni ajube fango akata jawnya nyama ite motol fango ta fodo la ko nyin kodo men ka bo lempol to wala lempola la kodo ka menjo nyin nangam le jota wala nyin ne biye kodi le to aka be kasara la nyin ne ka tan alka dunjulu no wala ji alka ta don la.
Well, ma for mismanagement man soro je bare ko mi kabo ko nga revenue men ko soro na o ben na ko be nit to be satisfy la man son woto la man balanka mismanagement man ki mismanagement kedal.
No, I don't deny that there was any mismanagement. Yes, of course, there was a mismanagement. But what I'm trying to tell you is that the revenue we were earning cannot be able to serve the council.
But it will be able to serve you properly if it was managed properly. Let me tell you why. Because in 2019, I'm reading from the report.
Akoni ajube nafulo alka mensoto adoyata nyonya asiata nyonya nalika topoto no wala kake anyama. Ako ibaje la Allah hajo wo batol topoto la.
The 2019 report.
Ni ajube ate reporto member bulu memu 2019 report.
The National Audit Office.
And the National National Audit Office.
You understand?
Ya faham.
To start with this report, you will realize that you have your financial statement there, right? Is that not the case?
Yes, I'm listening.
Good. Now, let me tell you what the auditor's opinion was. Before that, you will see the financial statement and notes to account on page 11, where you have stated your revenue to be 21 million.
Akoni ajube follow ibe kaito jila mi alonko alla sotonyalu aliala ndidame wala aliasa fedame ako follow ba jila ko menta telefo million muang aninkling
634,000
wili cheme woro tansaba anin woro
$791
kata cheme woro la anin taworo la anin
$791
kata cheme taworo la kononto anin kononto
and 9 butut.
Kata bututu kononto.
And then your expenditure for the year,
ako alla depanso alka menke sawonyin kono
22 million
akatala fo million muang anin fula
85,000
wili tan say anin lulu
$551 is 12 bututs.
cheme lulu
51,000
ako wili cheme lulu wili tan lulu anin lulu
12 bututs.
ak bututu tan anin fula
There was a deficit of 450,000.
ako bare deficit biye wala julobi ye mental for $450,000
$760 is
$760
3 bututs.
3 bututs.
Do you understand that?
Ako yo fahamle.
Do you understand that?
Okay.
Now, the auditor noted that
Ako saying auditor de ay meditani je wolam ko
that there was no bank reconciliation that was performed.
ako bank reconciliation man sotome alanko ale okay.
This you will find on page 12 of the report.
Ako nyimbe damento wolam reporto la kaito number 12.
Let me read to you word for word, verbatim.
Ako saying abina kalmol folo membe saferin kaito nyimbala.
It says no bank reconciliation was performed for the 6 bank accounts of the council.
Ako saying wole mem fo jang wolam bank reconciliation o manna ke alla konto to menata fo konto woro.
No reasons were advanced for the non-preparation.
Andum fanang almandaliro di meyatina alma wol beke.
The implication is
ako je mem bota je wala mem bina kala je wolam ko
without irregular reconciliations,
ako bayri reconciliation o albuka ke ajanta kala nyame
errors from both the bank and internal records could be passed into the final report as the financial statements.
ako ibaje la ko fengo fe mi alon ko amanta nyama ka bo bankol to anin kada al auditoto ako wolbe be reporto ni
And this will affect the reliability of the financial statement.
ako den ni ibaje la ko alla financial statement ala beti wala ala tilingo wo bati nyala.
Do you understand that?
Ako yo faham. Yes, I'm listening.
So that your financial statement is wrong.
Ako je kaitan ni ko alla financial statement man tilinga man tonya ya.
You agree with that?
Ako isonda wala.
Without a bank reconciliation.
I'm listening whenever you.
Without your reconciliations, your financial statement cannot be correct.
Ako ning reconciliation man soto amantara je ba jala ko financial statement ate tonya ya la.
Do you agree with that?
Ako isonda wala. Yes, I agree.
Exactly. So that there was all reason to conclude that there was mismanagement even in 2019. You know, I said 2020, but 2019.
Ako ni wo korosi bulata no ma ya korosi ku ya jubi. Ako to na to ja information na le wala mo abeson na le ko. Ni mismanagement of our amount that 2020 de. Kabirin 2019. Ateka 2020 level but kabirin 2019 adalita.
What do you have to say?
Ako yamune so rewe men follow.
First of all, Lafa Council may understand.
First of all, what I want council to understand.
Yes.
Until finance director appoint.
We don't appoint financial directors.
Kabiri Minatan 2018.
Since I was coming 2018.
My finance director, I think he was even acting among full finance director.
The finance director that I found there was even an acting finance. It was not a full director.
Yeah, another acting finance director.
And he was moved, and another finance director was brought to us. We worked with him up to the time he went to studies.
Financial statement was a problem for him.
But for him, he don't hide anything. He told plainly that financial report was a problem for him.
But
he have a way of doing it.
Now the position you advertise.
Then the position, we advertise the position.
Service commission advertise.
Service commission?
Well, the position you advertise.
It was the service commission that advertised the position.
And position may attract a bachelor's degree holder, minimum qualification.
And the position attract a bachelor holding position.
The former assistant acting finance director,
the former acting or assistant finance director, Abubakar Kante.
I applied.
He applied.
Lamin Suso applied from Brikama.
At that time, Lamin Suso too applied while he was in Brikama.
But the service commission at that first advertisement.
But the first advertisement, that service commission.
Iko Babukar Kante ni Lamin Suso man qualification pour position of man.
They said Babukar Kante and Lamin Suso were not qualified to mount that position.
So it will re-advertised the correct.
So it will be re-advertised again.
To our surprise, Babukar Kante you dropped.
Babukar Kante was dropped.
Lamin Suso
and Lamin Suso was chosen.
Why were you surprised?
Because the first advertisement service commission called Lamin Suso and Abubakar Kante were not qualified to man that position.
Yes, because the first application, it was said by the council that Lamin Suso and Abubakar Kante were not fit to hold the position due to the qualification.
Because the minimum qualification, bachelor's degree, none of them also.
Because the minimum, they said bachelor, none of the two got that.
Nina Lamin Suso ya appointed to BASSE area council as finance director.
Then there they took or picked Lamin Suso and appointed him at BASSE as the finance director.
At the Lamin Suso implication on the Brikama area council when he was finance manager, history below at Brikama area council.
And all the implications while he was at Brikama as the finance manager, they all know all his implications therein.
If
the council turned a black eye to it and employed him as BASSE area council,
the
service commission turned a black eye and employed him as the finance director at BASSE. If problem arise there, who should be blamed first before blaming council?
Are you asking me?
Yes, I'm asking.
Yes, I'm asking you.
If the service commission did not employ according to the correct grades,
service commission according to the correct rate,
they should explain why.
Mr.
Danjo? Mr. Danjo? Can you hear me?
Yes, service commission
I want to be clear. You say service commission doesn't employ who?
So then, if the service commission did not employ in accordance with the correct requirements,
Ako ning service commissioner mota do ko la men ko woning yo ko la di nyama mantanyola.
They should explain why.
Ako wolu nyantale asenandi munati na okera.
When you realized that there was no competent finance director, did you write?
Ako kabri nata kalam dale ko alla finance director manke moti mi alan ko competent ako hoy safero kele lumba
To query?
pour ka itandi wala ka query.
Hakilo tagal but I'm so serious safero kele non to ministry ka la ministry waitandi.
If I could remember fully, the CEO have written to show the incompetency of the said Lamin Suso.
We will wait for that. Why you not the same council that rejected the findings by the internal auditor against the finance director?
Me alonko ale findings reject le mental me alonko yakele pour finance director.
Very well, ngakele but dalilo kam.
Yes, very well. We did it upon a reason.
Yes.
Okay,
but it showed you.
Or
it shows
that
you were backing the finance director who you are now saying it was not competent.
Finance director is competent.
Your thinking at the time, your opinion at the time was being reflected when the internal auditor highlighted some serious issues.
Serious issues.
If you had the same issues you have had with the finance director, it's not the case.
Internal auditor report of 5 based on reasons audit.
Yes, I said so because the reason why as the internal audit, this is the reason why we brought the auditors to audit him.
Not true. Misleading. We don't have the letter to say that you wrote because you think that the external, the system audit should be done purposely to verify the findings of the internal auditor. That is not true.
External auditor samananje puruka jube ko yalla internal audit la ko kana o kisi ako man tonya.
That's not true.
Well, for me it is true.
Good, but prove it.
Ako ha anin tonya le aitan ni molla.
Proof la bari nga internal auditor na le audit ke system audit ke.
Yes.
La ministry la account sultan ye collect with the council's account.
Yes, I do because I brought the auditors there who did a system audit and took Lamin's account and it was audited.
Not true. We are saying, look, we are contextualizing the questions and the answers. We are saying that the auditors that came for the system audit, they found it strange that the internal auditors' findings were rejected. If you had written to them to come and audit based on the findings of the internal auditor, they would not have raised the issue that you rejected the findings. So you did not write to the ministry. Neither you nor council nor the CEO to come and examine or investigate the findings of the internal auditor. You did not do that. That's not true.
Now my question to you, council, is that the internal auditors who came there, did they came by themselves or who brought them there?
Answer yourself. Answer your questions.
Internal auditor, ministry safe. We wrote to the permanent secretary. Auditors la system of audit la.
These are my answers. These are my answers. As I said, I wrote to the ministry to say we need 2 auditors and we will finance them, their accommodations, all what are needed.
Mr. Danjo.
Yes.
Let me tell you why I believe you are misleading.
Number 1,
The council rejected the findings of the internal auditor, correct?
Ako council auditor internal auditor la report aliya reject le kodi. Yes, I agree.
Now,
Ako sign.
if the intention was to call the external auditors,
Ako ning atola miro wala muka external auditors all kumanina.
based on that or those findings by the internal auditor,
Puru ibaje ko men kama wala mu auditor la alla internal auditor la report wakang.
why did you not just take that report,
Ako muna sabu almo report sika
instead of rejecting it,
ka bangato
you write a cover note
ale ko banot safe.
and send it to a body you feel they are more competent
Kana ka ki lato mi ko allata wala ko wolle londo
to
soto.
say that we have these findings by the internal auditor.
Ka itandi la ko ntolla nyinde na internal auditor la findings lem.
We have a problem with his qualification.
But ntol dal nga jube nyameng atala longoto adasata le.
We want you to investigate further on this.
So mbe lafering atolla mi ko latela alsa
That
siroke.
is what I am saying never happened.
Ako ate ka wala itandi la ko wo sifa nene
If you
man.
say it happened, it is not true.
Ako fanan ni ko ha aketale ako man tonya ya. What I'm telling you.
Answer the question. I have simplified for you.
Ako abe fam fanchele du sa nyanto menti we o follow
I have
jani.
said
Ako I mean for.
I mean for nga accept the content internal audit la report nga reject. I accepted that.
I agree.
No,
I
fine, we'll
accepted
accept.
that we
Berka
rejected the internal audit report.
that's not the issue.
auditor la na fanang until they suffer to the permanent secretary.
And those auditors they are coming, we wrote it to the permanent secretary.
Okay, yes, I agree.
Ako asontale.
But that's not what we are talking about.
Ako mantra ole foka.
Yeah, mbendo.
What we are saying is,
Sontale ka bako ya until they reject. Nga reject until sontale. The general council rejected it.
Yes,
Mambalawa.
I agree that the general council rejected the report.
but what I'm saying is,
Ako ngamen for jawolem ko.
when you wrote for the system audit,
Kabriya safero ke system audit la.
you did not write to request for system audit based on the findings of the internal auditor.
Ako me safe kaitan la ko itolla naje bawala la do ko bina kala menti wolem ka jube ko alla internal auditor ate report o men
That is the point I want you to accept.
Ako jele lafta ifango si song.
That you did not write
Ko
to
ifango
request for audit based on the findings of the internal auditor.
wolem iteman safero ke external auditor le ka itandi la ko pruye naje ila nada ro menti wolem kana ka kisro ke alla internal auditor ala report o ka.
Mambala wato sonta wato la bari faranga ben fa wolam ko until they farang invite kana audit sonta même fo.
I don't
Mambala wato.
I don't
So we move
disagree.
on.
I agree. Ako sa ansi continue no.
Yeah, so that was why I was saying. That was why I was saying.
Ako yinatina kafo nunko.
If you had problems with Lamisuso's qualifications,
Ako niye problem so lamin siso la ham ka wala longo ka.
you would not have rejected the internal auditor's findings.
Ako je batina nunko internal auditor findings imanya na
You
nunko.
have just used that
Ako ibolo tamand la nung.
as a basis
Ako ka joko ibela ilala nung wole kang.
to invite the external auditor.
Pour ka external auditor sol ke invite.
You, as chairman,
Ako ite sirantiyo mo
the CEO,
CEO
and the finance director,
and finance director.
you were just working. Do they say hand in glove or hand in hand?
Ako fo
Which one is correct?
As men for no for hand in glove or hand in hand.
We have the teacher here. Which one is more correct? They say use the more correct one. So you were together. You conspired.
Ako nin kung saan atol mo sabolo atol mo sinkri sabolo tide atol conspirata la denda kanto ka kuki.
Because you did not do anything.
Ako alman fenne ko to.
Abedada man fenke sonta.
It's true, we don't do anything. I agree.
All right, Mr. Danjo.
Ako sign Mr. Danjo.
If you get tired of my questions
Ako ni batatat lang inin karon.
and you accept everything,
Ako sonta to ibi
just know
abela.
that you are accepting things based on your own
Ako
volition.
isalong ko television kon ko la ifongo kande.
We had repeated this over and over again
Ako nganin sa inkan
that you have the right to not agree.
Ako nyanto bela de mi along ko nyanta balana si balangala.
We are only going to confront you with the facts.
Ako ntolu kay menje membelaren kan ka wole fo.
If you have better facts,
Ako nata ite wa fen soto men mi alon ko wole fengatan
if
dolta.
you have better explanation,
Ako wala ko mol soto kalmol mi alon ko
if
lafta.
you have counter evidence,
wala fengol mi alon ko ya foy kay lafta fo ifana
commissioners are here to
ifan
listen.
defense la ako bebe jan.
the commissioners are here to listen.
Ako commissioner sol be siri.
And we will not be, for us here, we are not worried whether if you prove us wrong.
akon tolu membe sirin jawon tolu wo kay man data je fa hanata isa itande dolla ko memendo wo man soto.
Do you understand that?
Akaya faham. Yes, I do.
Now, the finance, we have discussed the finance director's withdrawal as well on page 33.
Diamta financial, mingolanga diamta financial director ala withdrawal sa koro member ni page 33.
You and I had agreed that these withdrawals, you did not supervise them.
Ako ite nata albeson tale ko ni withdrawal solo al ite ma supervise.
Council did not supervise them.
Council ma supervise.
Which is a requirement by the financial manual.
Andung wokeda nyanto timi an ko financial manual ya landi nyam.
With respect to the thresholds.
Ako ka jube threshold la ko kan.
Correct?
Ako man ko nyam. Yes.
That when Lamin Suso withdrew 4,183,000.
Kabri Lamin Suso 4 million withdraw 4,183,000. $183,000. $500 is.
I think you say that in Mandinka. I think you are very comfortable with Mandinka. The figures they are important that you say in Mandinka. Let's take it again. 4 million.
Ako million nani.
183,000.
Ki wili cheme wili tanse yanin saba.
$500.
Dalasi cheme lulu.
That on page 33 of the system audit.
Unprinted.
33 of the system audit.
Ako keta damento wala mo kaito mem number mo 33 of the system audit.
That these amounts were withdrawn.
Ako nyin nangamol wala nyin kontolo ay wol bondile.
From various councils' accounts.
And amanke ka alla kontekli alla kontolo jama ka bonni wol.
And for instance, you see the implication.
Ako ni ajube ikaje implication on member ko no.
As stated by the auditor.
There's
a risk of fraud and mismanagement of Brikama Area Council funds. That making such huge withdrawals.
Brikama Area Council.
Sorry, BASSE Area Council.
BASSE Area Council.
Thank you. Making these huge withdrawals from the BASSE Area Council account. Indicates a huge control weakness.
And the way we itani je wolem ko kaje ko atol alman haklo to je baake fo.
And there's a risk of lack of compliance.
Ako je baaje la ko aketa fenti me alon ko abekela risk of lack of compliance.
You agree with this?
Ako sandalal. Yes.
Good. And when you look at this,
ako ne ni njube,
you see
that
the compliance we are referring to is the regulations as outlined in the Finance and Audit Act
and the Finance and Audit Act
2004 for local government
2004
and the financial manual for local government. You agree with that?
Yes.
Which requires that there shall be a threshold. And which means there shall be a limit that the CEO can approve without your clearance. You agree with that?
Yes, I agree. I think yesterday we discussed about that and I said that I agree to it. So we walk past that.
So that if all these things are happening, in your statement, you mention, and it's only going to be fair to you, that what you wrote, that we give you opportunity to state it. That in your statement for the DANJO of the 7th of November 2023,
for your DANJO 7th November 2023,
where you disagreed with me, first, second page, third page, the second paragraph, the 14th line, where you said lead council from 2018, when we were elected, we started to roll out developments. Just hold on. There was one that was clearly stated that you do not agree that there is no development, that you failed in your development.
ako akafene ju daming ifango ya foko.
But if you see it, just point us to that page. But let me just read this one. That first we paid almost all the counterpart contribution to Gamworks. Boreholes were dug in all the 7 districts. 4 districts benefited from the capital projects. And more others. So if I heard you saying that you at BASSE Area Council did not bring any development for the people or taxpayers of URR, it looks so funny to me that it was only in 2022 that we were unable to embark on development projects. And that is also due to the loans we were serving, and that there is no rural council that has carried out such types of projects in the past 5 years. Do you stand by that?
Yes.
In the face of all these managements we have talked about, that you dug few boreholes and mismanaged millions of dollars, that your finance director mismanaged more than $51 million. If you had drilled 6 boreholes, you could have had 500. You call that development? That is funny to you?
Well, not a development. At a fair development, but
for you, it is not a development, but the people that it is benefiting, or the beneficiaries, or the one it is serving, they know that it is a development.
Because they know you scam them. They know you mismanage their funds.
No,
And so they